August was our first month here in Louisiana, and we got a start on the farm and made some money. But now it's September, and it's time to see what equipment we'll be needing and making way for our wheat field here on the farm. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Well guys, welcome back to our farm here in Louisiana. It is now September. August was, the only day of August. It was good. We had a great start here. If you saw last episode, we did some corn harvesting, I believe. We finished off mapping our soil in our field, and we started a canola harvesting contract, and I also undertook a spraying contract. I'd finished both of those, so it was a long single day of August. Now we're in September, so our settings have taken effect. We're on 4-day months now. So I'm going to run it for now, see how it goes. Gives us more time a month to get things done. Here, starting off our farm in Louisiana, so we got cattle, which let's do check on our cattle. Cattle on the farm, and we got to start stuff. Now, let's think here. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. We don't have stuff to take care of our cattle yet. Now, luckily, they've got a pasture that they're grazing in. That's good. So that buys us time to get them food and stuff. Why is my bike going so slow? Guys, what's wrong with my bike? What the heck? What's wrong with my bike? Oh, you know what it is? There's a thing in this game where sometimes your vehicles get stuck in a gear. I don't have a keybind to shift up. That's what it was, though. It was stuck in first gear. That's weird. I've only seen that happen with mod vehicles. I didn't think that could happen with in-game vehicles. Crazy. I just wanted to come see how our cattle are doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebind a shift button. I thought that wasn't going to be a problem since I got rid of that one vehicle. Anyway, so, oh wow, they've produced quite a bit of milk. Wow, our cows have been, we've only got, wait, I need to see these bars in a better format. Yeah, that's a decent amount of milk. Of course, we don't have a milk trailer yet. I guess we better get one. We only got 12 cows, but, and look, they've only got the meadow grass, right? I had to do a double take there. So they need straw in their pens. I'd like to get them better food. We'll work on that. Okay. One thing we can do with the cows, we've got some equipment here that we don't need. Here, let's put over here. I believe we've got a straw blower that we started off with, which we just don't need. Straw blower, yeah, right there. That's a luxury we don't need. We can chop up straw in that TMR mixer. So, let's grab that. We can sell that because we need money for other things, like, for instance, a baler. We don't even have a baler to bale straw for the cows, you know. A mower. We don't have a mower. Or yeah, so we need equipment to take care of our cows. We also need a cultivator. Oh, my bike is stuck in first gear again. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, besides that oddity distracting me. So we need a cultivator because... Okay, so we're running precision farming, so I like to avoid any unnecessary cultivation, but why is it we're doing it on the field? Because, because we don't have because this is not a direct seed drill, because, of course, we don't even know what crops we're planting yet, but this planter here anyway, we'll have to cultivate to use it, so that's right. Now, we need a tractor. There's one right over here, and we're going to take that straw. This will allow us to kind of get set out what we're doing today. First day of September, get set on our tasks. First thing we're gonna do is yeah, dude, guys, this map is beautiful, so we're gonna take a drive through Louisiana down to town and sell this straw blower. While we're down there, I say we pick up something new. There's a lot of things that we need. I've kind of been going through like a mental inventory, you know, as we just start off today, trying to, you know, get my mind in the right place. I was just doing some American Truck Simulator. That video will be up. I plan to have this video up today, and the ATS video I was just driving, unfortunately, won't be till tomorrow because stay tuned for that. It's a long delivery. I did a 1,600-mile delivery for a video. I think it'd be fun. It was a fun video, but I'm still really amped up from driving through like 7 different states. But because it's so long, that video won't be up till tomorrow. I don't think it's going to take like 3 or 4 hours for it to render. Anyway, so I'm just getting set with what we're doing here. So, now this is one thing that we have that is very good. Like this, on this farm, we started off with, we've got an interesting fleet here. And we started off with some good stuff and some stuff we don't have. Well, what we do have is an incredible loader. Yeah. Some basic stuff we don't have. What we do have is a really good telehandler. That's going to come in very handy and much needed. But this, we don't need. We don't need a straw blower. I just don't think it's a necessary tool, and it's worth a lot of money. So we're going to sell it. You know, you technically don't need one. Oh, you got to watch this road here. Because, like, a lot of cattle pens, it depends. We'll try. I always test it out. Some cattle pens will take just regular baled straw. And if they don't, if the straw, you know, if the cattle pen requires it to be chopped up, well, then we'll just put it in the TMR mixer, chop it up, spit it out on the ground, and then scoop it in, you know. If you're, you know, any kind of money conscious at all as I am, then there's no need for this machine I'm pulling here, which is probably a $50,000 machine, you know, or thereabouts. There's just no need for it. So anyway, we got us along a beautiful drive. Wow, it really is gorgeous here, down to town. Yeah, this is a really pretty map. Well, it's why we decided to farm here. It's a beautiful American map. There's a field way up here on the left. Well, I mean, I don't think we'll go that far. Well, maybe. No, it's way up there past that White House on the left. 20-hectare field. It did a spraying job on it. It paid like 34 grand. It was a really good paying contract. And it just so as it happens, you know, we have a sprayer, and it already had herbicide in it, so I was able to use our tractor, our materials. And it was really good paying job. Couldn't turn it down. I have not looked at the contracts yet this month, so we'll have to see those, see what kind of contracts they have for the month. Oh, watch this traffic. Traffic in this town can be a little crazy. Of course, I did kind of roll through that stop sign, granted. Of course, I was just, like I said, I was just playing ATS. I was just playing American Truck Simulator. I just got done driving from Oregon to Missouri. So I'm a little traffic conscious right now. We got to pull this around at the front of this building. I just realized. Yeah, it's a gorgeous map. But as I've noticed, and as other people have noticed also and commented, it's got its quirks. There's a few things you got to work around here. Oddly, as we discovered in last episode, this portion of the map here is unreachable by roads. So as many people have figured out, you got to put a bridge or something across this river, this ditch here. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, this map has a few quirks. Look, it's a really well-made map, but I just think there's a couple oversights, which may even be fixed with an update. Who knows? It doesn't distract from the map's awesomeness, though. What's up with that car? Oh, this is a one-way road. I didn't realize that. Okay. Anyway, doesn't detract from the map's awesomeness. There's just some quirks. Well, you see, we gotta... I didn't realize there's a one-way road. It makes sense because there's the other lane over there. I know, but we need to be here because I gotta... All right, let's see what we can get for this guy here. Yeah, 30 grand. Yeah, see, that's an expensive machine that we just don't need. Sell that. All right, now, what do you guys think we should get? We need a cultivator. We need mowing equipment. Mowing equipment. Oh, we need a lime spreader. We got all September. 4 days, luckily. I'm glad I put it in 4 months. Just gives us ultimate time to get everything done we need to do. Let's check what's for sale. I doubt anything that we want, but you never know. But let's see what's for sale here and what we might want or need. Anything good? Nothing good. Yeah, nothing that we need at all. All right, so our options are basically, this is usually my go-to. You see me use this on just about every map ever. It's a great lime spreader. We have this guy as an option. Okay, so I've been going through the shop, and I think what we're going to do is, I was looking at mowers, I was looking at lime spreaders. Let's get a lime spreader. We need mower and lime spreader first. But for the mower, it would have been nice had I come here without the weight on the front, because I would need, yeah, I need the front and back for you to take that home. So let's go ahead and let's get that lime spreader. Found a decent lime spreader. Right here. It's not cheap, but hey, we earned that money. We need that lime spreader. Now, there's a lime fill point somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Right there. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that's where we're going. We're going to take a load of lime home. I don't know how far it's going to go with this machine. So it says this has got a really wide work width. That might only apply to fertilizer. The lime might have a lesser working width, I guess, because, you know, lime's heavier. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what its usage rate, you know, what rate it uses the lime at. Wow, it looks, it kind of dwarfs this tractor, but it's okay. I need to see where, whoops, wrong button there. I need to see where we're going here. We need to go down and get this guy filled up. Now, I think where the lime station at is in this complex up here, because our canola harvesting contract that we did last month had us delivering the canola here, and I believe the entrance to it is over here, and I think it's a big complex, and the lime station might be within this complex here. So we're going to see, because this is where the grain was delivered. Okay, the lime station should be part of this grain complex here. Yeah, right here. Interesting place. I've never seen a lime fill point like this. And fill her up, sir. Fill her up. Oh, this is going to be heavy for this tractor. See if I can see the suspension sinking down. No, it's probably going so slow, but it's heavy. 10,000 liters of lime. My experience is very heavy. So that cost us $4,700. Which way do we back out of here? I think this way. I think we can get out this way. Alright, so we're going to get back out to our field. We could get started on this now. We got a big field, but we can do it in sections. Don't know what crops we're planting just yet, but I know wheat on part of it. We know we're doing wheat on part of it, but only really part of it. Our field is so big. The parts of the north field, which we haven't harvested yet, will be wheat. So the way I figure is the rest of it, whatever it is, we're going to be planting it next year probably. I'm thinking soybeans are a good crop, generally a good crop. We've already got a planter. Now that said, so we don't have the means with which to plant wheat yet. We don't have a seeder. Just gonna have to see what comes up as available. We got a planter, so I'm thinking, what can we plant that's, you know, good and profitable? I don't know, corn, soybeans, canola. Generally, a planter will plant canola. We'll have to see what we can do. So yeah, in other words, I've not figured out in the slightest what we're planting yet, except for we know we're doing wheat. But we can get started liming our fields, because I want to do that before we cultivate our fields. I guess one thing we could do is we could go ahead, because this is the month we're going to be planting our wheat. Go ahead and have a look at that, because we know we're planting that. I mean, I figure this. We know we're planting the wheat. We know where we're planting it. This is the month we're planting it. So we can work on that, because the other crops we're planting is not till next year, you know, springtime. So let's get started on the one factor that we know for sure. So we're going to get started on harvesting corn and set up to get that field set up for the wheat. That seems like a solid plan. I feel like I kind of started off September here not knowing what we're going to do, and so sometimes you just got to think, okay, you know, what's the logical steps? Well, logical steps are, there's a cornfield up here on the left that we're going to turn into a wheat field, because it's got really long straight stretches that would be great for baling straw. So we're going to get it harvested. Where should we park this? I think I was going to park the harvester in this shed up here, so let's park this. Let's park this over here. I got a fertilizer sprayer here. I'll park this in the same garage. There's a where the harvester is. That's where we'll park it. So this we'll put over here by the sprayer. All right. So this cornfield here. That's right. Oh, look at that. We got the harvester right here. Wow. We need to get in a tractor to get a better point of view. But this right here, this is going to be wheat. Basically, that's going to be wheat. This just came off the canola field from a contract. Haven't even washed it off. You know what? It could use some fuel, but now where's the corn header? Didn't I park it down here? I may have parked the corn header down here. I'm just not 100% on that. Now oh geez, now I don't know where I parked the corn header. Well, I guess it's probably by the other one. I mean, it would make sense if it was by the other one. Right, so a bit of a rocky, odd start here with the harvesting. We're going to have to find a fuel trailer. I like to have one anyway. Now, there was an issue with that. I know that I have some that I could buy. I've had issues with them. So, long story short, I may have cut some of that out. We're buying this fuel trailer. I'm going to hope that it works because I had problems with it on a previous map. See, yeah, so I probably cut out this rant. I had this weird rant on this fuel trailer. Point is, I bought us a fuel trailer. I hope that it works. It's a long story. Okay, here's the header. That's why I didn't see it. It really blends in right there. Okay. Yeah, long story short, I've had issues with fuel trailers not working. And so we're buying that one hoping it works. Because the only fuel trailer the game ships with is, in my opinion, ugly and simply too expensive, and I don't want to use it. Yeah, simple as that. That's my opinion with a lot of the equipment that comes with the game. It's too expensive, and I don't like it. So we're going to hope that works. We will need to bring it out here. It cost us a good deal of money, so we're just going to have to make more money. And more things we got to buy. Yeah, so these fields right here. This one, let's see. Can I get a view of it, possibly without the trees? I'm trying to get a good view of this. I'll show you guys here. Yeah, see these two fields right here. Perfect, I think, for wheat. Now, of course, you can bale straw around turns, obviously, but I like straight lines better. So, yeah. These will make great wheat fields. I mean, if I had to choose, would I rather run straw swaths in a spiral or straight line? I would pick straight line. So, there you go. Let's get set up here. Some corn harvesting. Now these fields are fresh. We haven't even soil mapped these or anything yet. Haven't even driven out onto it yet. So we're starting off September with corn harvests. Yeah, buddy, we've got a lot of corn. I mean, we've got a lot of corn, like over 100,000 liters in the silo from the other, field that we've harvested. So I figure this section here and the next section for sure. You look at it on the map here. This section here, let me get my mouse. It's easier with the mouse. This section here and this, for sure, these two is wheat. I mean, that's a lot. This is just overall a really big field, but I figure these two would be good for wheat. I mean, we could do, I don't know, but these two for sure. Yeah, you start off with big fields here in Louisiana. Start with big fields, which is cool because I'm really excited to be back here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful. We're in America. We are in America, where the roads are wide, where you can put any size of piece of equipment anywhere. It's so good to be back in America. So cramped on some of these European maps, especially. Well, most recent series, and I still would like to kind of finish that series a little bit because I feel like it could use another episode or two. Oak Ridge Farm, beautiful map, but I will tell you, having spent over 100 hours there on that farm, the frustration level was getting real. Trying to move on those narrow UK roads, as pretty as it is, Europe ain't got nothing on America. It's frustrating to move in those places sometimes. But hey, the thing is, look. It just depends. If you're trying to move equipment like this, yes, you will get frustrated. I don't know how they move equipment on those roads. I've never been to England. I don't know how they do it. Actually, I have a friend who lives in the Netherlands, and I asked him, I was like, how do you move big farm equipment around? He said they move it at night. Okay, that tracks. That makes sense, you know. He says they move it at night. I don't know. I live in America. You see combines like this going down the road in harvest season during the day. Down the highway. Yeah, down the highway. They turn on their flashers and they drive down the highway in these things. I like American maps. Yeah, they feel like home. And I'm just glad to be here where we can there is no limit to the size of the equipment we can get and move around. That said, so on the European maps, like for instance, I'm also always kind of hungry to farm in Poland. I love Poland, farming there. Like I want to visit their IRL, and I think that'd be cool. But there, we just got to set a smaller standard for the equipment, you know? It works better on the fields. It's easier to move around. It's a small, quaint place where, yeah. But the thing is, you see here, now that we're in America again, we can really let our creativity roam free. Yeah, nothing's too big or out of the question. This is really beautiful right here. It's a, yeah, really pretty time of year. Anyway, kind of had to go on a ramble there. Yeah, you know, I like various places for various things. It's just nice to be able to use big equipment again. But sometimes you want to, sometimes though, you know, I want to go back to, you know, using small tractors. Bigger is not always better. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's all valid, but okay. Let's see. We are going to run up this way here. These fields on the Louisiana map where we're at. These fields are very irregular fields, which I'm fine. They look. Realistic looking fields to me, realistic for this area. Yeah. But they're very irregular as in, yeah, how the GPS wants you to take them sometimes. Some of them have some really squiggly lines through them. But I like this map. You see out here in the eastern, because right now we're looking east. The eastern part of this map is beautiful. It's all just flat as far as the eye can see. Whereas over there, it's all hilly and stuff. I really like it a lot. The map has its quirks, as I've mentioned, but it's got a beautiful overall feel to it that makes up for a lot of some of the oddities. Okay, so we are turning around for a shorter, well, not shorter, but a different run here. I was just thinking I've had some issues with this combine. It was going slow. I think it'll be fine though. Well, making pretty quick work of this field. It's big, but it's long. And I like these fields. How, let's finish this all right here. You know, it's a big field, but being broken up as it is, yeah, allows you to take smaller bites out of it. It makes it more visible, as in, like, where you could plant other crops. I mean, you can break any field up, you can chop any field up any way you want, but when they're already chopped up for you like this, it makes it more visible as to, like, what you could do with it where. It's like, oh, we could put wheat, you know, in these two parts, and then, you know, put soybeans or whatever in the other part, etc. So this looks like the last run down this field here. Then we'll go down and we're going to get that fuel trailer at some point. We need to get it up here. With fields this big, it's really good to have a fuel trailer anyway, because there's no, the only place to get anything is either at our farm or in town. There's a lot of country out here where you could be way out in the middle of nowhere, run out of fuel. I'm saying that fuel trailer is a good thing to have, you know. We'll go and get that out here, get it filled up, get it out here, and hopefully it'll work with this combine. I've had issues getting that fuel trailer to work in the field, but I just think it can't be true, because it's the only purpose, it's the only thing it does. So surely it was the map I was on or something else. So we're gonna hope it works, because I need to get fuel out here. All right, there is that field. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess we should get She had a grain cart out here. We'll get this out there on the field. No, there's the horses. Gonna have to, yeah, I haven't even had a look at the horses yet. And the horses came with the farm, and they're fine. I like them. We might, you know, I don't know if we necessarily want to do anything with them, but we can keep them here on the farm. I'll have to have a look to see what they need. I'm not sure yet. So, just gonna leave that there for now, get that loading. And we're gonna go see about, here, let's be here to shut down this combine. And we're going to haul our tractor down to the store and pick up that fuel trailer and get it gassed up. All right, we are off to town to get the fuel trailer. All right, we've got our new fuel trailer. It's a really spiffy looking trailer. I like it. Hope it works for us. I'm going to get this down to the gas station, get it fueled up. Forget how much it holds, but yeah, hopefully we've got the money to get it filled up. However, it could take a minute, you know. It could take a minute. This may be an issue where, well, not an issue, but it may be a situation where we, well, darn, this traffic, there's a lot of traffic in this town. We're going to see, but this, it could take a minute to fill. Okay, and this is, okay, fueled up the tractor, but I'm trying to get the trailer fueling up. There we go. Okay, so we have got the trailer filling up, and yeah, so it's going to take a minute. Let's shut down the tractor. So yeah, what we have here is, well, we've got a realistic fuel rate. And realistically, it takes time to fill several thousand gallons. So, oh, actually, it says right there on the side, 5,000 liters, 5,500 liters. What's that in gallons? Like, I don't know, 1,200 or something? Yeah, so it's going to take a minute. I thought that might be the case, so in the meantime, I hitched a ride back to the farm, and we're going to work some here while that fills up, because realistically, it's going to take several minutes. But again, you know, yeah, it's... Wait, how many... you know, I might not have been far off with that. It might be... I think I was about right with that. I think it might be about 1,200 gallons. I don't know. Someone do the math on that. But actually, I probably will have an editing and put it on the screen. I don't know, but it's a lot of... let's say it's 1,200 gallons. That's a lot of fuel. It's going to take a minute. So we're out here back to work on the field. We got this field here to harvest. Now this is a cool field because this is like just perfect straight runway back here. I love those silos in the farm. I think it's really cool. I think that the way they're placed is a little, particularly getting in and out of the silo is a little difficult with the semi. The way that this, well, it's hard to say here without that for reference, but when you're there at the silo, you see what I mean. It's hard to get a semi through it because of the angle it's at, but it's very beautiful. It's a gorgeous silo, and I like it. I like it both aesthetically and, well, yeah, I like it a lot. I'm just looking over at the farm. The farm looks really beautiful. It's a really cool farm. Some people have said here on the map that a lot of people said they sold all the buildings they didn't want, whatever. Honestly, I like the starting farm as it is. I would position the silo a little better maybe, but I'm not about to tear it down. I like it too much. But it is a little tricky to get the semi through it. So these two sections of the field here for sure we want as wheat. I mean, maybe just everything west of that river there. Maybe all four of these sections is wheat. I mean, it can't hurt, like, you know. So, but that said, we could start off with some other stuff, like we've got till November, we got through November, I should say, to harvest this corn. So we can start with some soil mapping, some other tasks, lime spreading. Well, first we should really map the soil here so that we know where we need how much lime. Man, these fields are just big and beautiful. I mean, they really, really are. I love this whole space, this whole eastern part of Louisiana out here. Or, the eastern part of the map, that is. And this farm is just, yeah, it's a beautiful place to come farm. So let's put this in our grain cart here. We've got this section of the field here. We could get out here and kind of get this started mapping. Actually, we kind of can't because our tractor is down at the fuel station. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's still down there getting fuel. And that's going to take a minute. We could check on it, but that's going to take a minute. Because, I mean, well, we know because we can see the money going down. Because, yeah, so it's still filling that trailer. It's probably going to be for a little while yet. All right, so, yeah, I guess we may as well, yeah, just make these, is it 4 sections? Yeah, these 4 sections here may as well be wheat. Just make it nice and easy, everything west of this creek here. All right, so I checked on our fuel, the trailer that we're filling up, and it's about, right now, as of right now, it's about 27% full, so I knew it was going to take a while. Yeah, it's just going to take a little while longer. That said, however, we don't have to fill it all the way up. No one ever said we have to put every ounce of fuel in there that'll fit. You know, I didn't think of that till just now. So, yeah, we can bring it. So, at 27%, it's probably sitting at about 1,000 liters. You know, that's fine. That'll more than fill this harvester, and they'll have some extra there. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get that fuel up here. But just park this here. I mean, we've been at this for a minute. Let's, that was 3,300 bucks. We got 1,800 liters in the trailer here. That's good for now. Let's get this down here, and hopefully, it's just I had issues with it before on a different map. Just, I don't see why this trailer wouldn't work though, so let's just get it down here and find out. Get our combine filled up. Now, I'm having the same thing here I had on a different map. The thing is, and yet I chose to get this trailer again. Yeah, because it's a snazzy looking trailer. It says it's on the mod hub, and it says to deliver fuel to your vehicles in the field. It's literally its only job. It's the only thing it does. So I'm like, surely it does it. Right? But yet I can't get it to work. There's no option with the in-game trailer. If you pull up, there's an option to overload it. I'm not getting that with this. And there's no tool options. And getting in the combine, there's no way to fill off of it. The combine's running just because, in case, but turn the combine off. And pushing the fill button doesn't do anything. So the thing is, I just didn't want to believe that this trailer doesn't work because, like I said, it's a mod on the mod hub with literally one purpose, to fill your equipment in the field. That it wouldn't work seems so unlikely, right? So I'm looking all over. Does it have like a trigger button or something, anything like that? It's something that I click to make it work. If there's anything I haven't tried, let me know. I like it so much, I want it to work. I tried getting it closer. Seeing if I can get that prompt to come up. I checked in here too in the key bindings. It's not here. I mean, because I thought of that too. I was like, what if it's got key bindings? No, it doesn't. And I'll continue trying to figure it out on my own time, I guess. Very frustrating. I guess we're going to go back to harvesting because, yeah, you know, it's frustrating when that stuff doesn't work. Honestly, more than I can describe right now, because I should just be able to fill this thing up with fuel, you know? I can make sure this thing gets fuel, you know, like, but it's like we're trying to do this with the equipment and literally nothing works. Here's the thing, so I don't like the trailer that comes with the game. It's stupid expensive. It's the price of a freaking car. I just don't like anything about it, and it's ugly. It looks like a camping trailer. I don't like it. It's ugly and it's expensive, you know? So, yeah, it's really my thing there. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's ugly, it's inexpensive, and I don't want to be forced to use it. But it's the only one I've been able to get to work. Well, but to be fair, I've only tried that one and the one that I have. But if you look on the Mod Hub, there's a couple of fuel trailers. Many of them are made by the same guy, and I've tried. I can't get them to work. I could try one of the other ones, I guess, but you know, I downloaded the one I wanted because it looks cool. But I guess it's what I get for wanting something cool. So I feel like we didn't get a whole lot done here today, but we got a plan though. We got a plan for here. We're going to get these 4 sections of field here harvested, and these are going to be wheat. In a second here, we got a... And so once these are harvested, we're going to get this soil mapped. We're going to get lime spread here. And, well, we still need a seeder to plant the wheat. We'll probably be looking at picking up contracts to make some money. That said, we've got money coming in later this year. This corn harvest is absolutely massive. We'll have money coming in from that. We've got cows already with milk to sell. So there's lots of things happening here on the farm. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I will catch you next time. And yeah, real soon. Tomorrow we'll be here with the American Truck Simulator and possibly some of this too. Who knows? But I'll see you real soon. Here tomorrow, the next day. Continue our farm here in Louisiana. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you then.